Well, I guess I'm jumping on the bandwagon. We're back at it. It's been, let's see, it's been about a month or so, month-ish since I've got the LP70X back. If you guys have been following along, you can, I think I have a whole playlist now on this turntable. Originally got it for Christmas from my son. You know, just like a lot of them out there, it had the looping issues, the skipping looping issues. It was really bad. We tried all kinds of stuff. You guys can go back and watch everything if you haven't seen it or if you want to. We've tried everything. The best we ever got it, I think, was like around a 30%-ish failure rate. So, I mean, sometimes it's up to 40 or 50% on testing and different things. But we played around with stuff and there was just no fixing it. Sent it in. Audio Technica was quick to respond to emails. They sent a label. We sent it back in. I was hoping to get a repaired one back. Well, they ended up sending a brand new one. And that's where we're at right now. I'm going to go over, I got my notes ready. I was going to do at least 10 records. We'll go through that in just a minute. I'll talk about how it went. So I got my list of notes, and now it's time to talk about it. Now, real quick before we get started, I did pull the conical stylus back off and put my elliptical on that I had purchased and put on the old unit that I had sent in. I took it off before I sent it in. So all these were with the elliptical except for wait till the end because then there's something I want to report. First up, I'm not going to show the album cover because some people might be offended or both YouTube might get a little mad about it. Merciful Fate. Picked this up during Record Store Day. It wasn't a Record Store Day deal, but I bought it during that. If you watched before, you've probably seen that. It's an EP. I think they call it something else, but anyway, it's basically an EP. And happy to report that was the first album I played on it. Not one skip or loop. Thank goodness, because if you've been following along, you know. And then we went a little Somewhere in Time. Now, okay, let me talk about this. The Merciful Fate was brand new. Somewhere in Time, brand new. My usual, and I've explained this before, but in case you're new, what I do on new albums is I don't believe in doing a full cleaning with the microfiber with distilled water and alcohol. I don't believe in that on brand new albums. I know a lot of people say you have to clean them just like a used album. I don't believe in that. But what I do is I hit them with a series of brushes. I start off with this one. I give it a wipe once on the turntable with that one. Each side gets that. I clean the stylus, obviously. Then I hit it dry with this guy here. And then I finish it up always with this one, the Audio Technica carbon fiber, the anti-static. So I did that on every single side of every album before I played it. So just a full disclosure. So Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, I put that on after the success of the Merciful Fate EP. And exciting enough, there was absolutely it played beautiful, no skips, no problems, sounded amazing. And then brand new album as well, Tool, those two are brand new, this one was brand new as well. I was saving these for the retest. I'll get to, I played a few used albums as well. Anyway, Tool, Undertow. One thing I want to say about this one, no loops, no skips, but this is a 2 LP. I think it's the second LP they could have left out, or the second side of the second LP. I can't remember. You know, it's like the mystery track and stuff like on the CD I had when I was younger. Anyway, the sound on this album, that first LP on this album, sounds absolutely fantastic. I mean, it just blew me away. So this is 2 LP. Then I went back to another brand new, picked this up when I was in Mississippi. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Got this as brand new, cleaned it like I said just a minute ago. Played perfect, no problems whatsoever. And at this point I was like, I started being able to breathe a little bit. I set the legal pad down. I said, okay, let's see if I jinx myself. Set the legal pad down, started breathing a little bit. Brand new Megadeath. Megadeth, rest in peace. I've had it on CD forever. I had some of these on CD. I've never had this on vinyl. Bought it. I have another one I was saving for it. Played amazing. I was so excited. Now this next one I have a little bit more to say about. Okay. Pink Floyd Animals, the remaster remix version. I have the other version as well. I did not play it, but the this is off the this is a complete random, but I also have the original style mix. And I will say this, that I love, this is one of my favorite Pink Floyd albums. I think any Pink Floyd fan would tell you this is always going to be in every Pink Floyd fan's top 3, guaranteed. I mean, if it's not, then I don't know why they like Pink Floyd, because this is one of my favorite albums by any band. But being a big Pink Floyd fan, I think this album is ridiculous. I wasn't going to buy this, but I wanted another new album to try out, and the reason I got it is because I'm a huge fan. Plus, I love the album. I love the whole album artwork and all that. And you know, I mean, like, I couldn't. I just they had it at my local Best Buy, and man, $30. You know, I was like, I wanted to see if there was a difference in the sound, because I watched a few people talk about it on YouTube, and they're like, man, there's definitely a sound, because this one, if you know Pink Floyd, it really lacks in the low end, the bass and all that. It's real mid-range heavy. It's not real hot. It's not very bright, and it's a little muddy, I guess is what you could say. And this is supposed to be a little brighter, but also way better on the low end, the bass. And you know, so I wanted to give it a try, and holy smokes, it has so much more bass. It's the same album, but you hear a major difference. I haven't played them back to back yet. It's something I plan on doing in the future, but I know Animals. I know that Animals album because I listened to it 100 times. But if you haven't tried the remix, you really should try it. It's amazing. Okay, so then I did all those. No loops, no problems. Oh, I wasn't done talking about that. Okay, my son's over there working on his RC stuff. You could probably hear noises. This album, one thing I will say about this album is warped pretty decent. I mean, it has some pretty bad warps to it, and it was pretty abrupt in one spot. And I thought, okay, when it first started spinning, I went, well, this is going to be a test in itself, because now not only am I, holding my breath on the LP70X and seeing if it's going to play without looping or skipping, and now we're playing an album that has a significant warp to it. I mean, in my opinion, significant. Still played perfect, flawless, no problems whatsoever. Sounded amazing. Did not. I was waiting for it. I said, well, if it's going to do it, it's going to do it now, because it has a pretty sharp, warp to it. Nope, it was great. It's time to start hitting some used. My son found this. I think we're in Mississippi for this one too. Used Duran Duran album, and it was like, but I had never listened to it before. Cleaned it. I did the usual. I pulled it out, did the whole cleaning on it, and then I gave it the treatment on the record player as well. Anyway, played perfect, no problems whatsoever. But I'm like, am I just lucking out? Because when it was brand new, the first one I got it brand new, it took no time at all for it to start looping. Matter of fact, the first album I listened on it, started looping, didn't pay much attention to it. And as time went and I got the comments started coming in, which was pretty early on, and I'm like, that's right. And I went through that whole thing. You can go back and watch my moment where I had oh yeah, it is a problem. Anyway, I've been trying to get into Yes. I have several albums from Yes now. This is widely known to be one of Yes's worst albums from Yes fans. They say that, Tornado. I don't think this album's that bad personally, but this one on the previous model, the previous LP70X I had, it did have quite a few spots where it looped and skipped, and so I wanted to try it. Played perfect on the new LP70X. Not a problem. Then I got this Pink Floyd More. This was an album I've never even heard. I heard let's see, one song off it, right? Yeah, the Nile song. I think everyone's heard that. I'd never heard anything else off this album that I know of. I had never heard this album, and I wanted it in my collection. I have just about every Pink Floyd album on. Well, I have a few on CD, and I have almost every one of them on LP, on vinyl. What really upset me, this is going back. It came in used. This, I mean, it's kind of, you can't really tell on camera. It's a little rough. Like, what's crazy is it was listed as new. I ordered it from Amazon. I don't order a ton of stuff from Amazon. I usually try to get them in record stores, but sometimes I do order some stuff online. It came in, and I'm like, I opened the box. First of all, it was like this, just like this, open, no cellophane, sitting in a box with a little bit of tissue paper stuff in a big old box, bouncing around. I was pissed, and I picked it up, and it's not only used, but the inner sleeves all ripped on it and everything. That could have happened in shipping, but I mean, it's like, what are we doing? Now, I will say this, the vinyl's in really good shape, but it was used. Played perfect, not a problem. I think I'm good here. I've done all I need to do. I forgot how many that was, but I was like, I think I've hit my quota that I need to hit to make sure I can let you guys know the LP70X is officially back and it's officially working without a problem. Not one skip, not one loop. No problems, played everything beautiful, sounded great. And I said, well, hang on now. Let me do one more thing. Let me take the original, I found the original conical stylus, not the one that came with the replacement, but the one I had taken off to replace it with my elliptical, and I couldn't find where I left it. I found it when I was cleaning up my rack here, which needs to be cleaned the ends. I've been moving everything around. And I put it in a little keeper, and I had left it sitting behind stuff, found it, and I said, I'm going to pop this guy back on, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to go back to the very beginning. Everyone says picture disc are the worst of the records because they don't sound as good, they don't track as good, all that kind of stuff. And this was what originally started everything off for me. Rhyme the Ancient Mariner, if you guys have been following along, you probably remember. I know Wobbling Wheel will remember that. That's where I originally figured out that there was something really wrong. And I went back to it, and I've used it now for, I'd go back and put on my Marantz, different stuff, try to see how it would do on there. So I put this on, that I started from the very beginning, first side. And now this is with the original conical stylus back on. So I'm like, this is this is exactly how I started. I didn't put the weight on any of these. And the only upgrade, if you will, that I had used during all this testing on the new LP70X they sent me was I had the vibration isolation feet. And that's the only thing that's different than how I originally started with the first one. Even with the original stylus from the first one on it now, I put this on. I said, well, I flipped it over. It's playing through. My son and I are sitting there. I said, here comes the part. And he even recognized the beat and everything going into it because he had helped me edit, and he had heard it 100 times in editing the spot where it starts to loop when I had recorded it before. Here comes the spot. Played right through it. Played right through it. And I have to say, if I exhaled a sigh of relief. He says, you feel better now? And I said, man, I am so happy because I officially can put the legal pad down. I can listen to music again. I don't have to be sitting here just hanging on every part of every song waiting for it to happen. I didn't realize how much it had got into my head on waiting for every song to loop. I couldn't just listen to music anymore. I put music on, and the whole time I'm like, it's like a nervous tension. I'm waiting for it to happen, and it didn't. And I'm so happy to report that. I know the prices are going up on it. They keep cranking the prices, regardless of why. I don't care if inflation, tariffs, whatever. It don't matter to me. The point is, they keep raising the price. I don't know if it's going to be worth it by the time this comes out to buy one or not, but I can tell you this with confidence. If all of them are coming out like this one that they sent for replacement, I have no qualms at all about the quality or the playability, the lack of looping or skipping, all that's done. Like mine has zero problem. This new one, not one thing. If it didn't do it on that one, and that Tornado, I don't think it's a problem anymore. So back to the elliptical stylus on there, and back to playing records and enjoying them, and I'm really looking forward to it. And that's what I have to report to y'all. I'm excited to let you know this journey. I'm going to give an update probably. I'll eventually, I'm going to go to the other styly. I'm going to go to the other styly for this thing. So I'm still going to have videos on it in the future. So if you're subscribed for this LP70X, rest assured I'm going to have updates every couple months probably. I'll let you guys know how it's doing. So real quick, just to add, not that this is, I mean, this has already been probably way too long. I don't know what my counter's at, but something I got as a gift recently from my son. And this is going from a little, I'm building a little mini system for, this is, when we record these, this right here is my listening area at my mother's house. We come over and eat dinner with her, and I hang out and listen to music. When we go home, we live in a little tiny home, and I want to, I'm building a tiny system for it. And this is the Douk Audio, Douk, however you say it, Nobsound /Nobsound. Little EQ, I guess I should put that on there. I haven't opened it yet, so it's on sale right now for like $50.99, I think, on Amazon. But building that right now. It's gonna be a little budget mini system, and it's got a little power supply. And that's pretty much in the box. All that's in the box. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, I got some. I've been talking about it for a while. Now that I'm done with this record player for a little bit, I can move on. I'll have more stuff like this and stuff on my amplifiers and my systems, my speakers, my I guess some headphones I got to talk about. All that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you're subscribed. And so hopefully you guys out there can make your decisions and not have that, base it on the features and base it on the prices and the sales that they have, and not base it on worried about if it's going to be looping. If it's a new model, it should be fine. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm done rambling. This is the Rambling Wolf Man. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Thanks. We'll see you soon.